Welcome back. One of the suns in Satisfactory has gone down and time to build. Good news is we have our aluminum ingots right here, lots of storage, and we have our copper ingot factory right here in this area. Thinking right about here. We're gonna drop in our aluminum products factory, the blueprints that we put together yesterday. It's all coming together. And not sure exactly how much room I'm gonna need out here. I'm guessing a couple of hits probably makes sense. But we're gonna build from the other direction, so we can always trim up this foundation when we're done. We won't build on this line. Obviously, it's connected to the mountain over there. But it does kind of give us a clean look. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Sorry, I know this is a lot of zooping. I think this is about right. Drone port's looking to drop off some aluminum ingots, but we are totally full on that. And this is my local storage of the things I normally keep in my all right. I think we should start with bringing power over. You have power, you can hover. And hovering is good. Let's find the point. Where do we want to start this thing? Speaking of hovering, give myself a little more power room. Okay. Now I'm taking a look just to make sure the directions are correct. Yep. Because we're going to bring in the goods on this side. Want to give ourselves a little bit of room to organize the materials. Looking for the exact corner. I think that's it. And I'm hoping if I switch over to blueprint mode, our secondary blueprint drops in the roof. Yeah, liking that. We actually made it on the foundations correctly. One more zoom. Okay. One thing we want to do here is bring our copper over. How badly we line this. Do it from this side. Yeah, we definitely have to go on this line. And then what we'll do is we'll find the see if this is the line that will work for us. So that'll be the line that we use for copper. And then one right next to it will link in the aluminum. once we get this kind of started, it'll be a lot easier to get going. And as we talked about last during the blueprint episode, we've graduated to defaulting to the Mark V belt. I don't know. There's probably people out there that work with the belt that's just good enough, right? So you look at it and you're like, okay, well, this line's only going to output 400. So I could use a Mark IV belt. I don't want to deal with that. Game's got enough math. Need to pull this back a little bit. A big pullback. Let's do a shorter run. One. The classic 90-degree technique works again. I think we'll just say kind of like in this area for now. We'll pull this one. Well, ew. What happened there? Okay. And on this side, they'll probably drop us in. I have to admit, for lining things up, it's much better to use 2 of these and stack them off the ground. It also lets you run on the ground, but my plan is to have this be belts only. Not have this be clear. Luckily, the aluminum is right here. It is ready to go. Okay. A lot of material input. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give myself a kind of a service area section of this building. And I'm gonna do that with 2 bare hole walls. One goes in here, one goes in here. Then you kind of have this other level. So this top level is just containers, right? And we're probably not going to build containers as part of the standard supply chain. For this one, aluminum sheets, yes, and casings, yes. Those are part of standard supply chain. Typically with the fluid, at least in my experience, you get, 5,000 of them, and then you just reuse. The answer at some point here each one of these is a different material. Okay. And so this is copper and copper. This is aluminum. I could immediately send one of them up, or I could try to split it so both help supply the containers. But the containers only require aluminum. Aluminum ingots, hopefully. Yes. Lost power. I need the world's tiniest lift layer. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put this one here and this one here. Okay. I'll bring it up. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. And then I'm going to split this. That's unfortunate. Let's back it off. Right, so that's where we want our aluminum to go. And then over here, we can drop in the copper. Be pretty straightforward, just to it's like this, and then like this here, but no, we'll do the opposite on this side. Yes. We just need to make sure that this first side is copper. Which is great because this is copper on the ground. We'll build our last hole right. Well, I guess we could go. Could make it nice. 1, 2. And then on this side, we're going to want to drop in the aluminum. That aluminum goes in, round, and then we'll build one more. Lift. Move the. Oh, it's right in the middle of our light bulb. Eh. Right, and so this will be kind of a brutalist section right here. Right, we'll just put lovely concrete. Maybe it's one less. Let's see, it's touching. Probably correct. Maybe put a door in here, right? The only thing we're missing at this point is power. And we could use our utility closet side. Oh, I always forget that that's not automatically a double. Let's build it as a double this time. And we'll put a light switch in. Oh, we don't have our AIs. I always carry AIs with me, so there should be some AIs right here. Need to find our light circuit. And we need to connect the power in general. I need to work on my cable management. A lot of cabling going on here. All right. So that proof of concept is complete. Look at that. The drones had a nice little exchange. They were able to drop stuff off because we're actually using that aluminum now. Just finishing off this roof here. Well, that looks like it's working. Whoa, this guy wants 150 aluminum per minute. Yeah, we're not feeding that much. You guys want 60, but see, they've already locked up because they make 60 per minute. These want 30 per minute. 150 per minute. So that's already 450 per minute on that side. Well, we do have a little bit of a backlog. At least 3 industrial storage containers worth, but that's going to get They can rip through that in no time flat. I'm going to put that into the category of good to know, and let's make sure our future builds include significant aluminum casing alternative recipe. Now that we've proven all that, let's get going. We're in blueprint mode. Double checking to make sure we're pointing the outputs in the right direction. I think I need a little bit more. Yep. Super cell. 2 more. Get down here where there's some power. Actually, you know what? We should have just gone inside here and set up a power. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now the question is, what's what? Okay, got it. So I connected the general power requirements in the middle here, and I connected the totally unnecessary decorative power requirement behind that light. As a reminder to my future self, thank you very much, by the way, of which circuits were which. So those machines are complaining that they don't have material. Fine for a moment. Can a light be gray? I guess a gray light would just be dim. I just go with the white light. Trying to decide what color I'm going to use for this building. White might be the way to go. Let's finish off the roof. That part actually, I'm pretty happy with that. That's, okay. All right. Now let's just go through and connect the blueprints to each other. Just double checking my work here. So this is what I would call surge capacity, right? If you ever need fluid casings, then they'll get cranked out, or fluid tanks, they'll get cranked out super fast. But we'll always have a good supply of them because I'll put another storage on this side. Nice to see those aluminum sheets getting processed. Those are my future belts being made. One more set of connection. Guess we could fly our way down this way and then turn around and connect the inputs afterwards. Getting a little crowded in here. All right, I think we're fully connected. Now we just need to capture the goods. I know I don't have materials for drone ports, but I do want to kind of leave a space for drone port activity. What I think I'll end up doing, we'll expand this. Okay. Gonna give ourselves plenty of room. Then I'm gonna build 3. So I kind of want a lot of storage. I know it's gonna be hard to believe, but I want a lot of storage. Build. I want to go back to the classic of a one of the per item. One, two, and then we'll put a door on here. Okay, and then easiest way to build these is by oh, we ran out of steel. I'm gonna run down to that container. I'm gonna cut. I'll be right back once I have the steel. All right. Got the materials that we need. Finish this up. Uh-oh. I should have checked for the amount of pipes we need. Now we're out of pipes. I'm really short on sort of the steel level materials. Luckily, I can tell from here that that's my steel building. Means there's some steel pipes right here. Something to be said for having a local storage. And obviously I'm also storing these items in the central storage. But nice to have some locally as well. Okay. I think if I go up one wall, it'll be okay. Okay, we'll go like this. And basically what we're trying to do here is connect this like this. Like this. That allows us to triple our storage. Then, on top of that, oh sorry, that allows us to double our storage. This allows us to triple our storage. So the output of this down like this. I think 3 storage containers of each type probably enough. We want to get back to hovering. I think we might need some wall support for this part. Empty tanks. Aluminum casing. Aluminum sheet. Ah, I should have brought some more items with me. grab a little bit of the power and just kind of get it so it's floating out here a little bit. Put a big ol' ramp right here. And when it's time to collect, need a quick injection. Need to get it. And then I'll probably put one over here right in for the same reason. And one more run home, or to our standard load of material here. Oh wow, we're out of everything. We're gonna have to reload everything here. It's really bright in there. What I was hoping to do is go ahead and put some signs on here, but I can do that off camera. You know, a little tiny sign that labels each one of these. It's nice to have yeah, that's pretty close. Where's this? Probably do it right on here. It's nice to have the item on the belt, but you never know. You get to the situation where you're trying to figure out why the item's empty or where everything is. It's good to have a sign that lets you know exactly what you're building, what you should be expecting. I would take another shot once the sun goes down all the way. But that's gonna look really cool at night. And we can put an extension anywhere on here for drone ports. Just go out like this, to put some 2 corners on it, and it'll look like I built it from the start with that in mind. Plenty of copper. Could always use more aluminum. But that's why we use the, there's a few more machines than we actually need, and we use a lot of storage to buffer these efforts. But we rip through that storage instantaneously. Wow. We had 3 industrial storage containers full of ingots. And they are all gone. They're all gone. And the port is totally empty, waiting for more. Holy moly, that's kind of amazing. Well, if my lights are only gonna pop in, it's gonna make taking a great screenshot a little more difficult. Let's find the one where they're all... Oh no! Half of them pop in on one side and half of them are popping in on the other side. Maybe I need to get closer. Here we go. I think I'm done. I don't know that I have anything else to do. Once we get to the point where we're going to want to ship this out, we'll attach the drones. That's a separate video, right? This is just about making the casings. The fluid tanks, the casings, and the sheets. They're starting to flow in nicely, automatically. But we might have to increase our aluminum supply. Possible that that one... And it's hard to believe that that one port with 2 drones on it, by the way. I mean, we just ripped through all of those ingots so quick. I figured I'd at least have the length of the video. But we crunched through a little too quickly. Yeah, we got train issues over here. Uh-oh. Looks like our drones are... having issues. I'm gonna jump over there and see what's going on. I'll share it with you, so I'll be right back. I love approaching this area at night. It's swampy, so it's extra dark anyway. And I built up all the floodlights for that area. I'd be real happy that I did that. It looks really cool. So yes, we do have a drone delay over here. Let's see what your issue is. Cannot unload. Ah. So we have the opposite problem. I'll just rip the coal out of here because it's trying to deliver coal. We have just a slight kind of I think that means that our factory in here is not well balanced. And it's not executing. It's full of scrap. So we have too much scrap. Yeah, this isn't shipping out fast enough. Well, we happen to have the materials for an awesome sink on us, so let's go and let's solve this problem. So we're backing up on scrap. And we're backing up on scrap because we're backing up on aluminum. Both of these have... I think the highest value thing that we could scrap is the aluminum. Scrap the aluminum. What I think we'll do... Totally didn't have to put that wall hole in, but now we do need one. Is we will... Well, how do we do this? We'll put this wall down. And then we'll put in a smart splitter. And we'll output the result back into the main line. Okay, and then on the left of the splitter, we'll put overflow, and on the right of the splitter, we'll put NA. In the middle of the splitter, we'll do nothing. So this will then merge back into that main line. I don't know if I want to do that. It's locked. You know what we'll do? We'll go down to a Mark 1 here. So we'll provide it a little bit of backflow, but Maybe not a Mark 1, maybe a Mark 4. Some of it should get delivered, and then some of it should just destroy it. And then you know what? We'll go in here. I'm gonna put a little bit of storage right in front of this. It's not so much for the storage, but for the access, right? If I ever want to destroy things quickly and easily, I have that option. That is just so wild. Yeah, see, like, I have all this coal on me that I want to get rid of. And I brought a few batteries with me, just in case. We'll drop those off. What I really should do here this would be better if it flowed directly in. On its own, instead of merging and slowing this line down. I don't have enough room. Whew. That is really loud. Why are we sitting on that? Same reason. So it comes out, does the overflow test, then comes right back in. Here, we'll take anything you can give us. That flows back out. A bit circular, but every time it goes through this loop, it checks to see. Oh, that's what I deleted by accident. Uh-oh. Sometimes you think, did I delete something that I didn't mean to delete? Yes. Yes is almost the answer. Or almost always the answer. So this one will go directly in there. And this one will go in around the corner. 1, 2. We're not destroying as much now because we are storing it now. I think that's about right. That'll at least keep the flow going. Or will it? We might just have too much coal coming in general. I think that might be the case. Oh, now we don't have enough water. Let's see. Each one of these machines needs 10 water. Got 6 machines, and they appear to all want to run. So let's check our valve here. I don't have my gas masks. So we'll add 60 water to the initial. Good grief. Most dangerous thing I did the whole video is change that valve. We'll allow some more water in. That could be part of our problem. That's resolving itself now. Yeah, so for every 60 water it takes in, it needs another 10 water? Is that the right way to look at that? No. For every 60 water it takes in, it only needs 10 water. It's a weird loop back situation. But I think it's resolving itself. Basically, I've added 10 water to this. If I wanted to, right, here's what we'll do. We'll just open the floodgates here for a second. Let these fill up. Give ourselves a little bit of a buffer. And then I think while that's happening, we'll build one more awesome sink. That's a little too close. And then we'll just smart split. Overflow coal directly in. And cutting it only here is fine because if this side backs up over here, it backs up on the same line, right? Backs up here, backs up here, goes back up here, and it backs up right there. I could probably make that curve a lot better. And we'll just dump that coal off. Just to be on the safe side. There we go. Extra aluminum scrap gets dumped, extra coal gets dumped, and now suddenly everybody's happy. Right? All the scrap is flowing perfectly. All the aluminum ingots are flowing perfectly. No slowdowns whatsoever. We'll see what happens once this one fills up. What should happen once this line right here backs up, it should send everything that way. We could probably test it. Let's take everything from here and put it in here. Put that back in there. Yeah, see, some stuff's already going out. This side is slowing down. This side's still going okay. The extra is getting dumped. Nice. Speaking of that, yeah, we've got a decent amount of tickets lying around. And now our drones have room. Drop off coal. And they can drop off that coal because I think the only thing I want to do now is just turn that valve back down. so we don't flood the system with too much new water. So each machine now needs 10 water fresh from the system. There's 6 machines, so I should just set that to 60. Luckily, you can type this. All right, so now we're getting 60 fresh water from outside the system per minute. And it's taking in 60 total, but it's making 50. That should be right. And then anytime we have extra coal, which we don't currently, that gets sent to the sink. All right, I think that's good. So that drone dropped off half a load of coal, picked up a half a load of aluminum, and it's off. And this one is on its way back. Oh, look at that. It actually explored that path for us. Interesting. Interesting. Hold's totally empty, and the next one comes along. Should drop off half a load of coal, which is full load for the drone. And pick up half over here. Come on. There we go. And internally we've got a good chunk of coal storage, which just makes sure that the drone port can evacuate all the coal as quickly as possible, even if there's an internal problem in the factory itself. Not sure why the backlog is quite that large, though. I wonder if there's a level 4 something or other in here. Nope. Look, it's all good. Oh, unless it's the thing that's connected. Ah, there it is. A level 4 lift. Let's replace that with a level 5. Okay, I think that's it. So if we get too much coal, we'll destroy it in that sink. I think our water is perfectly balanced, and we don't have to worry about the sulfuric acid. We're bringing in plenty of bauxite And we're shipping him plenty of coal. All right, I think we're done. We are now making plenty of aluminum casing and aluminum sheets and fluid tanks, just in case we want to do something with that later. I checked the recipes for the battery, which I believe is the next thing on the agenda. We're obviously going to use the classic battery. It's just easier in every way. There's just no reason to use aluminum. We don't have to. Wire, we've got plenty of. Plastic, we've got plenty of. We now have plenty of aluminum sheets. And sulfur, we can figure out sulfur. I think we actually have a pretty good chunk of sulfur from our coal power plant that's using compacted coal that we're not using. So there's plenty of sulfur there. So the classic battery is next. With that, that's a build for a future video. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it.